how to start that, Prabhuji?
Into Jai Radha Madhava, and then we'll do the
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhuji. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya Gopi Chana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari,
Jaya Gopi
Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari,
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya
Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya
Radha
Radha
Madhava,
Jaya
Jaya Kunja
Bihari,
Jaya Gopi Chana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari,
Jaya Gopi
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari,
Jaya Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana.
Rajajana Ranjana
But I forgot the other line, Prabhuji. What is the last line?
Yamuna Tira,
Yamuna Tira Vanachari,
Yamuna Tira, Vanachari,
Yamuna Tira Vanachari,
Yamuna Tira, Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya
Jaya
Radha
Radha
Madhava
Madhava,
Jaya
Jaya Kunja
Kunja
Bihari,
Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari,
Jaya
Jaya
Radha
Radha
Madhava
Madhava,
Jaya
Jaya
Kunja
Kunja
Bihari
Bihari.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the
Very beautiful
humble
Mataji.
my humble obeisances. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. So beautiful.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Now, I'm not quite sure out of this video, Prabhuji. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I need to go out and come because I'm a bit poor at these technologies.
Sure, Mataji. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'll sign out and I'll sign back, Prabhuji.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, so that's from Kirtan. Okay, we shall move to the next Mangala Chalpes. Anyone would like to lead Mangala Chalpes? Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhupada Sati Mataji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Would you like to lead Mataji if you are available?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Would you like to lead? We follow behind you, Mataji.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः
Om Anjana
Ajnana-timirandasya
Timirandasya Janana Janana
Jnana-jnana-shalakaya
Shalakaya
चक्षुरुन्मीलितं
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं
येन
येन
तस्मै
तस्मै
गुरवे
श्रीगुरवे
नमः।
नमः।
चैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्
श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं
स्थापितं
येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति
ददाति
स्वपदान्तिकम्।
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च
वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो
गुरु श्रीयथ पदकमलं श्रीगुरान्
वैष्णवांश्च
वैष्णवांश
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम्
श्रीरूपं सागजातं
सागरजातं
सहगणा
सहगणा
रघुनाथान्वितं
रघुनाथान्वितं
तं
सजीवम्
सजीवम्।
साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम्
साद्वैतं
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 सावधूतं
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 परिजनसहितं
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 कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम्
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम्।
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणं ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश
श्रीराधा
श्रीराधा
कृष्णपादा
कृष्णपादान्
सहगणा
सहगणा
ललिता
ललिता
श्रीविशाखान्ता
श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
पीठं च।
हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते
हे
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 कृष्णा
कृष्णा
करुणा
करुणा सिन्धो
सिन्धु दीनबन्धो
दीनबन्धो
जगत्पते
जगत्पते
गोपीशा
गोपेश
गोपिका
गोपिका
कान्ता
कान्त
राधा कान्ता
राधाकान्ता
राधाकान्त
नमोऽस्तु
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 ते।
ते।
काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
तप्त काञ्चना गौराङ्गी
तप्तकाञ्चनगौराङ्गी
राधे
राधे
वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानु
वृषभानुसुते
सुते
देवी
देवी
प्रणमामि
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 हरिप्रिये।
हरिप्रिये।
पञ्चाकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा
कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च
कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च
पतितानां
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 पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः।
नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने
नमो
नमो
विष्णुपादाय
विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय
भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमती भक्तिवेदान्त
भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिनिधि
स्वामिनिधि
नामिने।
नामिने।
नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे
नमस्ते ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाणी
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
प्रचारया देशतरे।
पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Hare Hare, Hare
हरे राम
Rama, Hare
हरे राम
Rama,
राम
Rama
राम
Rama,
हरे हरे।
Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare,
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama,
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama,
राम
Rama
राम
Rama,
हरे हरे।
Hare
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
Thank you so much, Mataji. Here we go. Jai Mata Ji, Hare Krishna, Gauri Jai Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, and Vishwala Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, all Mataji, Dandavad Pranam.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, so we shall move to next Chaitanya Charitamrita place. Jai Mataji, would you like to lead us, Mataji?
Oh, yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Yes. Okay. Just a minute. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan. Two lines, Prabhuji.
As you feel comfortable, Mataji.
Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan.
Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan
Tatrakashamscha Tachaktihi Krishna Chaitanya Samyakam.
तत्प्रकाशं
Tatrakasam
च तत्
Tatshaktihi
शक्तिः
Krishna
कृष्ण
Chaitanya
चैतन्य सम्नकम्।
Sanyakam
Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodita.
वन्दे
Vande
श्री
Krishna
कृष्ण चैतन्य
Chaitanya
नित्यानन्दो
Nityananda
सहोदितो
Sahodito
Gaudodaye Pushpavantau Chitrau Shandau Tamonudau.
गौडोदये
Gaudodaya
पुष्पवन्तो चित्रौ सन्दो
Pushpavantau
तमोदौ।
Yadadvaitam Brahmopanishad Tad Apyasya Tanubha.
Yad
यद्
Advaitam
अद्वैतं ब्रह्मोपनिषदि अपि अश्यथनुभवा।
Yatmantaryami Purusha iti Sosham Shavibhavaha.
Yatmantaryami
यात्मन्थायं
Purusha iti
इति
पुरुषैति
Vacham
सोऽशं
Savibhavaha
स विम्भवा।
Shadaishwaryaha Purnoya Iha Bhagavan Sa Swayamayam.
षडैश्वरै
षडेश्वरया
पूर्णया यः
पूर्णोऽयः
भगवान्
भगवान् स
स्वयमयम्
स्वयं नयम् अयम्।
Na Chaitanyat Krishna Jagati Paratatvam Paramiha.
न
Na
चैतन्या
Chaitanya
कृष्णा
Krishna
जगति
Jagati Paratattvam
परतत्त्वं
Paramiha
परमिह।
Anarpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Vatirnaha Kalau.
अनार्पिता हरिं विराट करुणाया विठलाय
समर्पयितम् उन्नतोज्ज्वल रसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम्
समर्पयितं
अर्पयितुम् उन्नतोज्ज्वला रसां वा भक्तिश्रियम्
भक्तिश्रियम्
हरिः पुरतः सुन्दरद्युति कदम्बसन्दीपितः
हरिः पुरता सुन्दर कदम्ब
कदम्बसन्दीपितः
सदीपितः
सदा हृदय कन्दरे स्फुरतु वा शचीनन्दन
सदा
सदा
हृदये कदा
हृदयकण्ठरे स्फुरतु वः
स्फुरतौ वा
सचीनन्दनः
सचीनन्दनः
राधा कृष्ण प्रणय विकृतिर्लादिनी शक्तिरस्माद्
राधा
राधा कृष्ण प्रणय विकृतिरादानी
कृष्णप्रणयविकृतिर्वादिनी
शक्ति
शक्तिरस्मान्
अस्मात्
एकमानवपि भुवि पुरा देहभेदं गतौ तौ
एकात्मनावपि
एकात्मनोऽपि
भुवि
भुवि
पुरा
पुरा
देहभेदं
देहाभेदं
गतौ
गतौ
तौ
तौ
चैतन्याख्यं प्रकटम् अधुनि तद्द्वयं चैक्यम् आप्तम्
चैतन्याख्यं प्रकटम्
प्रकटमधुना
अधुना
चैत्यमाप्तम्
तदैक्यमाप्तम्
राधा भावद्युतिसुवलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम्
राधा
राधाभावद्युतिसुवलितं
भावद्युतिसुवलितं
नौमि
नमामि कृष्ण
नमामि
स्वरूपम्
कृष्णस्वरूपम्
श्रीराधायः प्रणय महिमा कीदृशो वानयैवा
श्रीराधाय
श्रीराधायाः
करणाय महिमा
प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो
दृशो
वा नयैव
आद्यो येनाद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयः
पदयो
वाद्यो येनाभूतमधुरिमा
मधुरिमा
कीदृशो वा
कीदृशो वा
मदीयः
मदीयया
सौख्यं चास्य मद अनुभवतः कीदृशं वेति लोभात्
सौख्यं च
सौख्यं
अस्य
चास्य
मदनुभवतः
मदनुभवतः कीदृशं
कीदृशं
वेति
वेति
लोभात्
लोभात्
तद्भावध्याः समजनि शची गर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः
वाड्यः समजति
समजनि सचि
शचीगर्भसिन्धुं
गर्भसिन्धौ
गर्भसिन्धो
हरिन्दुः
हरिदुः
पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं
पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं
कृष्णं
कृष्णम्
कृष्णं
रूपस्वरूपकम्
भक्तरूपस्वरूपकम्
भक्तरूपं
अवतारं भक्ताख्यां
भक्तावतारं
भक्तावतारं
भक्ताख्यम्
भक्ताख्यां
नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्
नमामि
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 भक्तशक्तिकम्
भक्तशक्तिकम्
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानन्द
जय
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 श्री
श्रीचैतन्य
चैतन्य
जय
चैतन्य जय
नित्यानन्द
नित्यानन्द
जय अद्वैत चन्द्र जय गौरभक्तवृन्द
जय
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 अद्वैत
अद्वैत
चन्द्र
चन्द्र
द्वैतचन्द्र
जय
जय
गौरभक्तवृन्द
गौरभक्तवृन्द
नमो महावदन्याय
नमो
नमो
महावरण्याय
महावदन्याय
कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते
कृष्ण प्रेम
कृष्णप्रेमा
प्रदायते
प्रदायते
नाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
कृष्णाय
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 कृष्ण चैतन्य
कृष्णचैतन्य
नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः
नाम्ने
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 गौरक्षे
गौरक्षे
गौरक्षिते
नमः
नमः
कृष्णवर्णं त्विषा कृष्णम्
कृष्णवर्णं
कृष्णावरणं
द्विषा
कृष्णम्
कृष्णम्
कृष्णम् साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपार्षदम्
साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपाशदम्
साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपाशदम्
पाशदम्
यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायै
यज्ञैः
यज्ञैः
प्राय
सङ्कीर्तनप्राये
सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैर्
यजन्ति हि सुमेधसः
यजन्त हि
यजन्ति
यजन्ति हि
सुमेधसः
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 सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो
Suvarnavarno
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 hemambo
Varangaschandanangati
Varanga
Varangachandangade
Varangachandanangadi
Sanangati
Sannyasakrichama Shanto
Sannyasa
Sanyasa
Sannyasakritya
Krichama
Mahashanto
Shanto
Nishtha Shanti Parayanaha
Nishta
Nittha
Shanti
Shanti
Parayana
Parayanaha
Mukam Karoti Vachalam
Mukham
Mukam
Mukam
Karoti
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 Vachalam
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 Pangam Langhayate Girim
Angum
Pangam
Angam
Langayate
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 Girim
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 Yatkripatam Aham Vande
Yat
Kripatam
Kripatam
Krupatam
Yam
Aham
Vande
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 Paramananda Madhavam
Paramananda
Paramananda Madhavam
Madhavam
Shri Guru Dina Taranam
Shri
Shri
Gurum
Guru Dinatarinam
Denatarinam
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram
Shri
Shri
Krishna
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 Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Ishwaram
Chaitanya
Ishwaram.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for
Hare
the opportunity.
Mataji, so lovely.
Very beautiful Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay, we got Ramlala Prabhuji and also Sita Sundari Mataji joined. Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji Tandrapana and Goshila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Purna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, so with that one, our Mangalacharan prayers are there. So we shall move into next teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So in this session, in the chapter 16, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continuing his explanations on the Atma Rama verse 2, Sanatana Goswami. So we have been discussing for last couple of weeks. It will never ever end. So it is so beautiful, everything it is bringing a different pastimes about Krishna and Krishna's pastimes. So in the last session, it was discussed about the many people, when they come in contact with a pure devotee, they also engage in the transcendental service of the Lord. So it is mentioned like in the Bhagavatam, yes, Vakat Parato Veha Jat Nirved Atmavan, either by personal endeavor or by learning from others. Either by personal endeavor or by approaching others, learning from others. Yes, Vakat Parato Va Iha, in this material world, Jata Nirveda Atmavan. One has to learn this transcendental knowledge by which one can completely free himself from all kinds of material entanglements. Then Harikritva Gruham Gehad. So one has to keep the Lord in the heart and Pravrijat Sadnarottamaha. And then at the end of his complete work, that is after Grihastha Dharma and Vanaprastha Dharma, who completely surrenders himself and enters into Sannyas Dharma, then he is called Narottama. He is called Narottama. So, but here in this age of Kali, in Krishna consciousness, we do not have to go anywhere else. So by associating with the devotees, one can be easily free from the material entanglement and absorb in Krishna consciousness and leave the body while in the association of devotees. So that is the beauty of it, Krishna consciousness. Here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining to Sanatana Goswami. Okay, so we shall move further in the next paragraph here. Can I request devotees, please take a turn to read paragraphs. Can I request anyone to read first this up to the shloka, maybe until here, a page, please. Ramlala Prabhuji, would you like to read, Prabhuji?
Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 1.1812, it is stated, "O my dear Shuta Goswami, we have become darkened by the sacrificial smoke of fruitive activities, but you have given us the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet." It is also stated in Srimad, I will go slowly. It is also stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.21.31, the waters of the Gangas flow from the tip of the lotus feet of Krishna, and by bathing in that water, everyone, including fruitive actors and all sages, can wash dirty things from the mind. Even those who believe that the body is the self, or those who are full of material desires, are also in a sense Atmaram. When they associate with the pure devotees of the Lord, they give up their material desires and become perfect in the service of the Lord. The best example of this is found in the Hari Bhakti Shuddha uh, Shuddhodaya, Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya 7.28, wherein Dhruva Maharaj says, Kana Bilashi Taptashi Sita Aham Tam Prapattavan Deva Munindra Gunayam Kancham Visintavan Opi Dibbo Ratnam Sthitam Kittaho Osmi Varunam Nayase. My dear Lord, I came to worship you because I desire some land of this earth, but fortunately I have attained you, uh, who are beyond the perception of great sages and saintly persons. I came to search out some particles of the colored glass, but instead I found a very valuable gem like you. I am satisfied, and I don't desire to ask anything of you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So here, Srimad Bhagavatam, in the first canto 18 chapter, the Saunakadi sages, they're asking Sutta Goswami to explain more and more about Krishna Katha, because they have been engaged in performing yajna for a very long period, and for the sake of well-being of all the people who are taking birth in the age of Kali, because they will be prayan alpashaha sabhyaha kalavasmin yuge janaha. They're always fighting quarrels. It is our day-to-day experience. People did not find it is a stain, but actually in the previous days there is no arguments or there is no discussions. If father says, children follow, and spiritual master says, disciples follow. So that was the policies. But nowadays, everything arguments, everything. This is Kalu. And people pride alpaisha sabjakalavasmin yuge janaha mandaha samandamatayo mandabhagya upritaha. For them's sake, for those unfortunate conditioned souls. So these Saunaka sages, they are compassionate. They want to do good for all the well-being of this age of people of this age of Kali. So when they are performing, their bodies became dark by performing so much with the smoke and everything else. So now they wanted to hear Krishna Katha more, even though their bodies are dark. Now they are feeling. It is very beautifully describing here. So karmani yasmin anavase e dhum dhumamra atmanam bhavan apayeti govinda pada padmasabam madhu. So they say we have just begun the performance of this fruitive activity, a sacrificial fire, without certainty of its result due to the many imperfections in our action. Our bodies have become black from the smoke, but we are factually pleased by the nectar of the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, Govinda, which you are distributing to us. So this is very nicely glorifying Krishna Katha there. So here Prabhupada is explaining the sacrificial fire kindled by the sages of Naimisharanya was certainly full of smoke and doubts because of so many flaws. So the first flaw that is that there is an acute scarcity of expert brahmanas able to carry out such performances successfully in this age of Kali. So any discrepancies in such sacrifices spoils the whole show, and the result is uncertain, like agricultural enterprises. Okay, so the good result of tilling the paddy field depends on providential rain, and therefore the result is uncertain. Similarly, performance of any kind of sacrifice in this age of Kali is also uncertain. So unscrupulous, greedy Brahmanas of the age of Kali induce the innocent public to such uncertain sacrificial shows without disclosing the scriptural injunction that in the age of Kali, there is no fruitful sacrificial performance, but the sacrifice of the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Suta Goswami was narrating the transcendental activities of the Lord before the congregation of the sages, and they were factually perceiving the result of hearing these transcendental activities. One can feel this practically, as one can feel the result of eating food. Spiritual realization acts in that way. Can I request Gauringi Mataji to read the next paragraph?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Would you like to read next paragraph, Mataji?
Okay, Prabhuji. 1 second, Prabhuji. Okay. The sects of Naimisaranya were practically sufferers from the smoke of a sacrificial fire and were do- do- doubtful about the result, but by hearing from a realized person like Sutta Goswami, they were fully satisfied in the Brahmana Vaivarta Purana. Vishnu tells Shiva that in the age of Kali, men full of anxieties of various kinds can blindly labor in fruitive activity and philosophical uh, suspicion, but when they are engaged in devotional service, the result is sure and certain, and there is no loss of energy. In other words, nothing performed for spiritual realization or for material benefit can be successful without the devotional service to the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sorry Prabhuji for
Thank you, Mataji.
very
Very
mistake.
Mataji. Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So here, those sages, when they were performing, the smoke covered their bodies. They became like a kind of a dark. So the similar kind in those days, especially in the olden days, there is one of the king called Shvetaki. He used to perform so many sacrifices, and then the brahmanas and sages living in that country, they're always in anxiety when this king is going to call to perform the sacrifices. So but somewhere or other they are managing and living, but always in anxiety. But once Shvetaki, he has committed to do satrajna for the continuously for 12 years, and during that time those sages they ran away, because now Shvetaki does not have any brahmanas to perform, because those sages, those brahmanas, their body became turning into black, and they could not, and their family members, the wife and children, they want their husbands as well. So because of those reasons, many other reasons, so they have left. No one is coming forward to perform the Satrajna. And later on, Shvetaki, he has performed austerities, tapasya to please Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva has arranged Durvasa Muni for his 12 years of sacrifices. So during that time, so Shvetaki, the king, so he used to put so much of ghee in that, and later on, the Agni Deva, he became indigestion. He was feeling indigestion. Later on, Agni Deva come to Krishna and Arjuna, where to eat the Kandava animals, all the herbs and also animals, so that his indigestion will be cured. So Brahma says to Agni Deva. So Agni Deva came there, and then taking the help of Arjuna and Krishna, he has eaten all of it. So that is one of the pastimes of performing sacrifices. So those Brahmanas in the kingdom of Shvetaki, so they were also afraid. But here in this age of Kali, so all these Savanakati sages, they are performing all these sacrifices for the sake of well-being of, but they do not know whether those mantras they are chanting perfectly or not, because of the flaws, many flaws, so many flaws. So unless, but here Prabhupada one thing he is mentioning, unscrupulous greedy Brahmanas of the age of Kali induce the innocent public to such uncertain sacrificial shows without disclosing the scriptural injunction that in the age of Kali there is no fruitful sacrificial performance, but in the sacrifice of congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So unknowingly, people they spend lots of money for the well-being of family. They do archana for the well-being of so many other things, performances of the sacrifices, that puja, dit puja. They do not give any fruitful results. But Brahmanas, they do not disclose, because they also need to survive. Okay, this one we practically see. For example, in our family, something is not happening good. So if we do this puja, so it may be coming good. But even though if we do that puja, but it does not give good results. It appears that it is our feeling that it's something good would come, but it would be the same. That people, that's why Krishna says, Kamastaistar Jnanaha prapadyantya devataha tam tam nimamastaya prakritya nita swaya. So those results is a temporary only. That does not give any good results. But especially in this age of Kali, those are not prescribed. It is only congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord is prescribed. Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. Okay, so here it is a beautifully Sutta Goswami saying everyone are relishing. It's the sound vibrations, and then they glorify Tulayamalavena Pina Swagamna Apnarbhavam Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Marchanam Ki Mudashashaha. A moment of the value of a moment's association. Kaushalya Mataji, would you like to read this Mataji, please? It's a very beautiful translation and purport as well. Okay, if Mataji is not available.
Yes, Prabhuji, I was talking without taking the.
Okay.
Sorry, Prabhuji. The value of a moment's association with the devotee of the Lord cannot even be compared to attainment of heavenly planet or liberation for matter. And what to speak of worldly benediction in the form of material prosperity, which are for those who are meant for death, perpet. When there are some similar points, it is possible to compare one thing to another. One cannot compare association of pure devotee to anything material. Men who are addicted to material happiness aspire to reach the heavenly planets like the moon, Venus, Indraloka, and those who are advanced in material philosophical calculations, speculations, aspire after liberation from all material bondage when one becomes frustrated with all kinds of material advancement. One desire the opposite type of liberation, which is called apunar bahava or no rebirth. But the pure devotees, where is it, Prabhuji? Yes, of the Lord do not aspire after the happiness obtained in the heavenly kingdom, nor do they aspire after liberation from the material bondage. In other words, for the pure devotee, the material pleasure obtainable in the heavenly planets are like plantasma gloria, and because they are already liberated from all material concepts of pleasure and distress, they are fracturally liberated even in the material world. This means that the pure devotee of the Lord are engaged in transcendental existence, namely in the loving service of Lord, both in material world and in the spiritual world. As a government servant, is always the same, either in the office or at the home or at the place, so the devotee has nothing to do with anything material, for he is exclusively engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord, since he has nothing to do with anything material. What pleasure can he derive from material benediction, like kingship or other overlordship, which are finished quickly with the end of the body? Devotional service is eternal. It is no end because it is spiritual. Therefore, since the asset of pure devotee are completely different from material aspect, there is no comparison between the two. Sutta Goswami was a pure devotee of Lord, and therefore his association with where Prabhu with his association with the rishis is in Nahim Saranya is unique. The material world associated with gross materialistic is variably condemned. The materialistic is called Yogit Sangiri, or one who must attach to material entanglement. Women or other paraphernalia, such attachment in conditional because it derives away the benedictions of life and prosperity. And just the opposite of Bhagavata Sangiri, or on one who always in the association with the Lord's name, form qualities, etc. Such association is also desirable in the worshipable. It is praiseworthy, and one may accept it as the highest goal of life. Jai Shri Krishna, Sri Prabhupada.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So here, these Savanakadi sages, they're mentioning after their body got smoke, and then still they're feeling very much happy with the Sudha Goswami's association, glorifying Sudha Goswami's presence, that your presence is more valuable than the liberation from matter. And here, all this one, it is one may attain, there are so many heavenly comforts for the, but devotees association cannot be compared with the liberation and heavenly planets, what to speak of anything of material, Apunarbhava. So that is the value of, and this is again, one may Dharmaspunishta Pumsam Visvaksena Katasuyah na Utpadiyet Drati, na Utpadiyet Ratim, Shamayev Kevalam. When one does not get attracted towards Krishna Katha, or even though he follows all dharmas, everything, it is Shramayevihi Kevalam. But when do he get a chance to hear Krishna Katha? Susrusha Sraddhanasya Vasudeva Katha Ruchihi Syan Masya Vipraha Punyatidhani Shevanat. So whenever he renders service unto the devotees, then he will get the taste to hear Krishna Katha. That is called Mahat Seva. And Syan Masya Vipraha Punyatirtha Nishevanat. They are called Punyatirthas. So because those devotees of the Lord, wherever they go, they make the place sanctified as a Tirtha. Tirthi Kurun Tirthani Tirtha Bhota. So there, Yudhishthira, he glorifies Vidura, saying that Bhavadvida Bhagavataha Tirtha Bhotaha Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantahastena Gadabhrita. Oh my dear Vidura. So he's actually fatherly level. So he addresses Vidura, where you are like a pilgrimage. Wherever you go, you make that place as a sanctified and pilgrimage. Tirthi Kurvanti. You make that place as a Tirtha. Because you always keep the Lord in the heart. And you whatever you speak, only you speak about the Lord only. Swa antahastena gadabhrita. You keep Lord in your heart. You speak only Krishna. Likewise, he glorifies. So that's why the devotees association is very, very essential. That one here, Savanakadi says, are glorifying Sutta Goswami. And they glorifying that, saying that asavam. So asavam means it is a nectar. Krishna Kada is a nectar. But many people that approach the Lord for Achanti kalpakataram kunapopabhogyam ichanti yatsparjam niriye pindunam. Archanti kalpakataram kunapopabhogyam kunapa upabhogyam. They ask for only material things, material pleasures. Ichanti yat sparsyam niraye pindunam. That sense of touch of happiness, it is even available for the living entities in the niraye pindunam, even the hellish condition of people in the hellish condition. They also have got that enjoyment. So there is no meaning to ask. So Dhruv Maharaj says. Okay, so this is the beauty of devotees association. Here, they're explaining to, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying to Sanatana Goswami. And it is also stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 4:21-31. This is again Pritha Maharaj, he glorifies and he glorifies the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he gives instructions to all of his subjects in his kingdom that you worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It says, Yatsevaya Yatpada Sevabhiruchihi Tapasvidam Ashesha Janmopachitaham Malam Dhiyaha Sadhyakchinoti Anuham Yedati Sati Yata Patangusta Vinishruta Sarit. Yata Padangusta Vinishruta Sarit. So, Yatpada Seva Abhiruchihi Tapasvidam. By rendering service unto that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yat Pada. Yat is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pada Seva Abhiruchihi Tapasvinam. Ashesha Janmopachitam Malam Diyaha. So the malam is the impurities which have been accumulated for so many lifetimes. Ashesha Janma Upachitam Malam Diyaha. They all will be completely cleared out, just like a Sadhya Kshinoti, very quickly, completely cleared, just by rendering service unto that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anvaham Vediti Sati, and just like giving analogy like Yata Padangushta Vinishruta Sarit, because the Vinishruta Sarit, the Ganges emanating from the lotus feet of the Lord, which will purify all the sins of the people. So it is given a comparison. Okay, there is again, it's a long purport. Just we'll go with translation. Jai Mataji, would you like to read the translation, Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna, thank you. By the inclination to serve the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, suffering humanity can immediately cleanse the dirt which has accumulated in their minds during innumerable births. Like the Ganges water which emanates from the toes of the lotus feet of the Lord, such a process immediately cleanses the mind, and thus spiritual or Krishna consciousness gradually increases. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. So in another statement, Lord Brahma in his prayers, he says, Yasyavatara gunakarma vidhambanani namani yeshu vigame vivasa ghunanti tenaika janma shamalam sahasaiva hitva samyanti apavritamritam tamadhyam prapadhye. Just by uttering the names of the Lord, yes, and his pastimes, Yasyavatara gunakarma vidhambanani nama yeshu vigame Vivasa Ghunanti, even though unknowingly if he chants the names and discuss the topics of the Lord at different pastimes. Naman Yesu Vigme Vivasa Ghunanti. What happens? Teneka Janma Shamalam Sahasaiva Hitva Samyanti Apavritamritam Tamajam Prapadhye. So very beautifully, Brahma he glorifies Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So the sinful activities accumulated for so many lifetimes will be completely cleared out. So it is very beautiful. Wherever we touch the Srimad Bhagavatam, it comes all beautiful. There it says SB3, I think 915, I think. गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि नामानि विघ्मे अविवसा घृणन्ति तेनेक जन्म शमलं सहसैव हित्वा संयान्ति अपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये. Can I request Prabhavati Sachi Mataji to read this translation, please? If Mataji is available.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation. Let me take shelter of the lotus feet of him whose incarnations, qualities, and activities are mysterious imitations of worldly affairs. One who invokes his transcendental names even unconsciously, at the time he quits this life, is certainly washed immediately of the sins of many, many births and attains him without fail. Am I reading the purport, Prabhuji?
Just that translation only, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so that is, so even unconsciously at that time, he quits this life, is certainly washed immediately of the sins, many births, and attains him without fail. Okay, that is again coming to, we'll come back to teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So this is the Ganges water, how it cleans of sinful tendencies of the people. Okay, and can wash dirty things from the mind. So that's why one has to, because we devotees are advised to meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord. Ganges comes from, that's why, because Ganges comes from the lotus feet of the Lord, so devotees will go and take bath in the Ganges river in that relationship. It is not that, because in such a way they are directly in contact with the Lord. Because water touches the Lord, they wanted to touch the water which has emanated from the Lord. That is why they take bath in the Ganges River. Okay, so that is so much. Yavai lasa Sri Tulasi Mishra Krishnamru Renu Abhidikam Bhunetri Punati Lokan Ubhyatra Sa Ishan. This is much. It is yes. Kind it gives in the same. I think this one it comes from Srimad Bhagavatam here itself. What is that one? 19.3, I think. 19.6. Kasyam na seveta marishyamana. Yeah, sorry. Kastam na seveta marishyamana. So anyone who takes bath in this material, they must take bath in the Ganges water. So it is auspicious so that they will be washed out of all the sinful tendencies or sinful activities they have performed in the past. So that is from here. And then in the further, even those who believe that the body is self, or those who are full of material desires, are also in a sense Atma Rama. So who are full of material desires also in sense Atma Ramas. Because Atma means a body, Atma means mind, Atma means a soul. So it is applying to Atma means mind, body, and also the nature. So many meanings that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving. So when they associate with the pure devotees of Lord, they give up their material desires and become perfect in the service of the Lord. The best example of this is found in the Hari Bhakti Subhodaya, wherein Dhruv Maharaj said. So this is the Sthanabhilashi Tapasi Sitoham. Dhruv Maharaj wanted a bigger job than his father. Sthana Abhilashi. His father is the king of the world, Uttanapada. And but here Dhruv want he bigger job than his father. Sthana Abhilashi Tapasi Sitoham. For that sake, Dhruv Maharaj performed tapasya. And then Tvam Praptavan Deva Munindra Guhyam. Munindra Guhyam. And then he has taken instructions from Narada Muni, Praptavan. And then that Narada Muni has given instructions to Dhruv Maharaj, saying that you chant this Maha Mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Mantrin Anena Devasya Kurya Dravya Mayim Buddha Saparyam Vividaihi Dravyaihi Deshakala Vibhagavit. You chant this Maha Mantra based on time and place and circumstances. Offer the paraphernalia with love and devotion and worship the Lord. And then if you worship for 7 nights, 7 days and 7 nights, you will be able to see, but with attention, you will be able to see the sky people roaming in the sky. That is indication that you are in the right path. But your focus should be that one again, Narada Muni says, you would be able to see the sky people. That means like Gandharvas, possibly that is what sky people means. Kecharaha. Yam Saptaratram Prapatan, Pumam Sarati Kecharaha, Puman Pasyati Kecharaha. Yam Saptaratram Prapatan. So who are chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya for 7 days. So let us go and see this one. Let them think let us for Yam Saptaratram Prapatan Kechara. So here Japasya Paramo Guhya Shrita Me Rupatmaja Yam Saptaratram Prapatan Puman Pasyati Kecharan. O son of the king, now I shall speak unto you the mantra which is to be chanted with this process of meditation. One who carefully chants this mantra for 7 nights can see the perfect human beings flying in the sky. Perfect human beings flying in the sky. Okay, that is what here. So here, that Narada Muni gave all those beautiful confidential instructions to Dhruv Maharaj. He is a surrendered soul. his words are very perfect according to as being a son of king. And Kacham Vichinvan api Divyaratnam, even though he came, Kacham Vichinvan, Kacham, this is the colorful glasses. This is about the material. All his desire is getting a bigger job, which is a material desire. He is comparing with the colorful glass. Even though he has come for that one, Kacham Vichinvan api Divyaratnam, and he has found Divyaratnam, the jewel, that is the Lord. And Swamin Krutardho Asmi Varam Nayache. I do not want anything else. I found very valuable gem like you. I am satisfied now, and I do not desire to ask anything of you. So this is whenever Lord says, Varam Varaya Bhadrante Vareshama Abhivanchitam Brahman Shreya Parishramah Pumsam Mad Darshanavadihi. After so many of years of austerities and penances and tapasya, one may be what is the best benediction one can ask from the Lord is this. Lord only says to Brahma, saying that you can ask any kinds of benedictions, but I will fulfill all of those desires. But know that what is the best. Brahman Shreya Parishramaha Pumsam Maddarshanavadihi. After all austerities and penances, one has to come and see me directly. Maddarshana Avadihi. That is the ultimate thing. One has here Dhruv Maharaj, he has got the Lord here. I found a very valuable gem like you, so I'm satisfied. I do not desire to ask anything of you. So this is when we go to the temple and see the lordships there in the beautiful dresses. We feel to stay there. I do not want to leave the temple anymore. That feelings are natural. This is coming from the Shastra. So here Dhruv Maharaj says, I do not desire to ask anything of you. Okay, so that is a beautiful descriptions given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here. So we shall move on further. Maybe one more small paragraph. Can I request anyone would like to read the next small paragraph, please?
I'll read, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
So it's starting, is it starting from there is another?
Yes, yes.
Okay. There is another meaning to the word nirgrantha, nirgrantha. The word can also mean foolish hunter or wretched, poor man. There is another instance of such a hunter who attained salvation and engaged himself in the devotional service of the Lord simply by associating with the pure devotee Narada. Indeed, Lord Chaitanya told Sanatana Goswami the following story of the hunter meeting with Narada. Once there was a hunter in the forest of Prayaga, who was fortunate enough to meet Narada Muni. When the great sage was returning from Vaikuntha after visiting Lord Narayana, Narada came to Parayaga to bath in the confluence of the Ganga and Yamuna. While passing through the forest, Narada saw a bird lying in the ground. The bird was half killed, having been pierced by an arrow, and it was crippling pituitally. Further on, Narada saw a deer flopping about in agony. Further, he saw a boar was also suffering, and in another place, he saw a rabbit twitching in pain. All this made him feel very compassionate. He he began to think, who is the foolish man who has committed such sin? In general, devotee of the Lord are compassionate towards the suffering living entities. And so, what to speak of a great sage Narada? He became very much aggravated by this scene, and after proceeding a few steps, he saw a hunter engaged in hunting with bow and arrow. The hunter's complexion was very black, and his eyes was very red. It appeared to be a dangerous just to see him standing with his bow and arrow, looking just like an associate of Yamaraja. That seeing him, Narada Muni entered deeply into the forest to approach him. As Narada Muni passed through the forest, all the animals were caught in the hunter's trap fled away. The hunter became very angry at this, and he was just about to call Narada will name names. But due to the influence of sanity, Narada, the hunter, could not utter such blasphemies. Rather, which gentle behavior, he asked Narada, "My dear sir, why have you come here while I'm hunting? You strayed from the general path. Because you have come here, all the animals in my trap has fled." "Yes, I'm sorry," Narada replied. "I've come to you to find my own path and the inquire from you. While on the path, I have seen that there are many boar, deer, and rabbits lying on the forest floor, half dead and flopping about. Who has committed this sinful act?"
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Yeah, I think
Prabhuji.
this is beautiful. I think maybe under Mataji can you take to read? Um, just okay.
I can do that.
Yes, Mataji, this page, Mataji.
Till the page. Okay, till that. Okay. "What you have seen is all right," the hunter replied. "It was done by me. If you're hunting all these poor animals, why don't you kill them at once?" Narada asked. "You half kill them, and they are writhing in their death pangs. This is a great sin. If you want to kill an animal, why don't you kill it completely? Why do you leave it half killed and allow it to die flopping around?" "My dear lord," the hunter replied, "my name is Mrigari, enemy of the animals. I am simply following the teachings of my father, who taught me to half kill animals and leave them flopping about. When a half dead animal suffers, I take great pleasure in it." "I beg only one thing from you," Narada implored. "Please accept it." "Oh, yes, sir, I shall give you whatever you like," the hunter said. "If you want some animal skins, come to my house. I have many skins of animals, including tigers and deer. I shall give you whatever you like." "I do not want such things," Narada replied, "but I do want something else. Since you kindly agreed to grant it to me, I shall tell you. Please, henceforth from tomorrow, whenever you kill an animal, please kill it completely. Don't leave it half dead." Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, can I request the devotee to read further the story?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, tell me.
My dear sir, what are you asking of me? What is the difference between half killing an animal and killing it completely? If you half kill the animals, they suffer great pain, Narada explained. And if you give too much pain to other living entities, you commit great sin. There is a great offense committed when you kill an animal completely, but the offense is much greater when you half kill it. Indeed, the pain which you give half dead animals will have to be accepted by you in a future birth. Although the hunter was very sinful, his heart became softened, and he became afraid of his sins by virtue of his association with a great devotee like Narada. Those who are grossly sinful are not at all afraid of committing sins, but here we can see that because his purification began in the association of a great devotee like Narada, the hunter became afraid of his sinful activities. The hunter therefore replied, "My dear sir, from my very childhood I have been taught to kill animals in this way. Please tell me how I can counteract all the offenses and sinful activities I have committed. I am surrendering unto your feet. Please save me from all the reactions to the sinful activities I have committed in the past, and please direct me to the proper path so that I can be free. Is that all, Prabhuji? Am I reading?
Okay, I think you can read up to here, Mataji. 2 more lines.
Okay. If you actually want to follow my directions, I can tell you the real path by which you can be free from these sinful reactions. I shall follow whatever you say without hesitation, the hunter agreed.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Jai. Okay, can I request the devotee to read this story? It's a very beautiful pastime. It's not much philosophy, but the story it will give, internally it will be revealed. Can I request the devotee to read? Next page, please.
Hare Krishna.
Ramlila Prabhuji, please.
Narada then told him to first break his bow. Only then would Narada disclose the path of liberation. You are asking me to break my bow, the hunter protested. But if I break it, what will be the means of my livelihood? Don't worry about your livelihood, Narada said. I shall send you sufficient grains so you can live. The hunter then broke his bow and fell down at the feet of Narada. Narada got him to stand up and he instructed him, just go to your home and distribute whatever money and valuable you have to the devotees and the brahmanas. Yes, and the brahmanas. Then come over and follow me wearing only one cloth. Construct a small uh, uh, thatched house on the river bank and sow a tulsi plant by that house. Just circumambulate the tulsi tree and every day taste one fallen leaf. Above all, always chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As far as your livelihood is concerned, I shall send you the grains you need, but you must accept only as much grain as you require for yourself and your wife.
Yeah, you will read this small paragraph. Prabhuji.
Yes. Narada then received the half-dead animals and getting freed from their dreadful condition, they fled away. Upon seeing Narada is execute this miracle, the black hunter was struck with wonder. After taking Narada to his home, he bowed down again at his feet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very beautifully read. Okay, this story is going on very interestingly. Okay, we'll just, if it is okay without much discussions, maybe we'll hear all this one. Maybe I'll read this one until see. Narada returned to his place, and the hunter, after returning home, began to execute the instructions Narada had given him. In the meantime, news spread among all the villages that the hunter had become a devotee. Consequently, the residents of the villages came to see the new Vaishnava. It is the Vedic custom to bring grains or fruits whenever one goes to see a saintly person. And since all the villagers saw that the hunter had turned into a great devotee, they brought eatables with them. Thus, every day he was offered grains and fruit, so much so that no less than 10 to 20 people could have eaten there. But following Narada's instructions, he did not accept more than what he and his wife required to live on. After some days had passed, Narada told his friend Parvatamuni, I have a disciple, let us go visit him and see if he is doing well. So when the two great sages, Narada and Parvata, went to the hunter's home, the hunter saw his spiritual master coming from a distance and began to approach him with great respect. On his way to greet the great sages, the hunter saw that there were ants on the ground before him and they were hindering his passage. When he reached the sages, he wanted to bow down before them. But before he did, so he carefully cleared away the ants with his cloth. When Narada saw that the hunter was trying to save the lives of the ants in this way, he was reminded of a verse from the Skanda Purana. It is not wonderful that a devotee of the Lord is not inclined to give any sort of pain to anyone, not even an ant. Although formerly the hunter had been taken great pleasure in half killing animals, since he had become a great devotee of the Lord, he was not prepared to give pain even to an ant. Okay, let us see. So this is the maybe another devotee can read. I think this story, just only the story. Yes, please. Can I request anyone to read further?
Hare Krishna, may I?
Yes, Mataji.
Sorry, Gaurangi Mataji, is she there? Mataji, do you want to read? Because we have read.
Mataji, you can read, Mataji. I can see properly. I am using mobile, that's why, Mataji. Please.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. The hunter received the two great sages at his home and offered them a sitting place, brought water and washed their feet. Then the hunter and his wife took some of the water and drank it. And finally, they both sprinkled the water on their heads. After this, they felt ecstasy and began to dance while singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They raised their hands and danced with their clothes flying. When the two great sages saw this ecstasy of love of Godhead manifest in the body of the hunter, Parvatamuni told Narada, You are a touchstone, for by your association, even a great hunter has turned into a great devotee. There is a verse in the Skanda Puran which states, My dear Devarshi Narada, you are glorious, and by your mercy, even the lowest creature, a hunter of animals, also became elevated to the path of devotion and attained transcendental attachment for Krishna. At length, Narada inquired of the hunter devotee, Are you getting your foodstuffs regularly? You send so many people, the hunter replied, and they bring so much food that we cannot eat it all. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Okay, so maybe you can read up to this, Mataji.
Okay, that's all right, Narada replied. Whatever you are getting is all right. Now just continue your devotional service in that way. After Narada had spoken this, both he and Parvat Muni disappeared from the hunter's home. Lord Chaitanya recited this story to show that even a hunter can be engaged in the devotional service of Krishna by the influence of pure devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Great, very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So here, few points, very, very important. The association of Narada Muni. Immediately, Murga returned into a pure devotee. But what he did, simply accepted the instruction of the spiritual master. So, and then the change in the heart, it took place. and just a small thatched house, keeping Tulsi plant in front of his home, and then chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's all he did it, and then being compassionate to all living entities. And also how he has received, one of the point here, he has received Narad Muni and Parvata Muni into his home and washed their feet. So this is again when we see the spiritual any gurus. Esham samsmaranam pumsam sadhya sudhyantve gruhaha kim punad sparsha pada saucha asanadibihi. Just by remembering these great personalities like Narada Muni, Parvata Muni, the sages, Vasistha, Bharadwaja, Vishwamitra, great names. Just by remembering those names, Sukadeva Goswami, Maitreya, Vidura, Yesham samsmaranam pumsam sadhya sudhyantve gruhaha. One's home will be sanctified immediately. And what to speak of if they have come to our home and watched the Kim Punad Darshana Sparsha Pada Saucha Asanadibihi. What if they visit our home and if we give the asana and then wash their feet and sprinkle on top of our head? So this is the glories of association of devotees and washing their feet. So one is once to wash the feet and the water need to drink and sprinkling on the head. That is one thing. And dust of the devotee. We need to take the dust of the devotee, see, and put on top of our heads. Otherwise, Jivannapi Mrutohi Saha. Again, there is a shloka comes and glorified by Saunakadi sages. If one does not receive the and that dust of a feet of a devotee on top of his head, even the Jivanapi Mrutohi Saha, even though he is living, he's just like a dead body. Jivachavo Bhagavatangri Renum Najatu Matcheb Labeta Yestu Sri Vishnu Padja one does not smell the tulsi leaves offered at the lotus feet of the Lord. He is like a Swasancho Jivach. Even though he is breathing, he is just like a dead body. So likewise, one has to take, one is Uttistalepan, the food remnants and the dust and then washed water. These three ingredients are essential for the devotees in the spiritual progress. That he has got that habit. The Mrugari has learned those things. Okay, and also accept Daiva Labdena Santosha Atmavicharnachanam. Live very simple life, only as much as needed for the livelihood. And then Na Atihrimshera Nityashaha. There again in the Bhagavatam, Kapil Bhagavan says one should not make unnecessary violence towards other living entities. Na Atihrimshera Nityashaha. One has to live like that. Okay, these are the few points that we can take from this past story of Mrugari. So the devotees association is so few. There are many points again to discuss. Now I I request to devotees, if you have got any reflections, you wanted to share anything or comment, kindly reflect or ask or share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
This reflection is really good, Prabhuji, because it's saying that to live with whatever we need so that we can fully engage our service Krishna conscious, and how a hunter is changed by a guru's grace to a great Krishna devotee, Vaishnava. It's a very good story, Prabhuji. It's like giving me lots of thinking how I can make my life more simpler. Thank you, Prabhuji. Is well led. And I want to add one more thing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I got to know about his foot marks. He's got 32 marks, his own marks, Radha Krishna's marks as well. So that was a new thing I learned about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks for allowing me to reflect. Thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Very nice reflections. Gauringi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You asked me about today class, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Any comments, any reflections, Mataji?
Nothing, Prabhuji. No question. Reflection is a nice, Prabhuji. You always give to nice class. Then very I cannot say, Prabhuji. It's a very nice, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Oh, Hare Krishna, yes. Firstly, I'm so thankful that you made us read this story. I mean, we've heard of this, but today it was more in detail as well. So it was so nice. And that also reminded me of the similar story of Valmiki as well, how he was a robber in the forest and how he changed his life as well. And then here when we came across the ants reminded me of Jad Bharat and Rahuguna, because even Rahuguna changed his perceptions and how he changed as well, because he came into association with Jad Bharat. So that was for me, it was reflecting as well. And in practical life as well, just being away from the devotees, because if you learn so much from each and every single devotee who attends this class. So I'm always learning from them every single time, and sometimes when I have to leave early, I do feel bad, but because I don't feel like leaving them, but I have to. But yeah, that is how that much love and power of association is, that happens when we are together for a long time. So, but yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was really nice you made us read that. Thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Prabhuji, one very quick question. You know, where it says, eat, you can take the tulsi leaf which is fallen. So
Yes.
I didn't know of that, because now in this weather as well, sometimes all the leaves are, falling, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do something wrong. And I'm always afraid to do something with tulsi marani. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
So,
we offer it to Lord and then we take it.
so even the fallen ones, we offer it?
Fallen ones, we just wash it and ತುಳಸಿ ಜಲಮಾತ್ರೇನ ತುಳಸಿ ದಲಮಾತ್ರೇನ ಜಲಸ್ಯ ಚುಲಕೇನವ ವಿಕಿರಿಣೀತಿ ಸ್ವಮಾತ್ಮಾನಂ ಭಕ್ತೇಭ್ಯೋ ಭಕ್ತವಚ್ಚಲಃ. Yes, that tulsi leaf, even that is fall on the floor, that is all right. If it is not yet offered, then we take it and then wash it and then offer it to the lotus feet of the Lord.
Okay, so wash it, offer it, and then take it. Okay, thank you.
Even though it is dried, that is all right. Still we can offer.
So dried ones, we don't need to wash then?
Dry ones also, we just need to, in case if it contains dust.
Okay, yes,
wash
then
it.
wash it and then offer it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but still, it needs to touch with water. Even though it is clean, it needs to touch with water. And then
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Jalasya chulukenava. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Such a beautiful, session today. Thank you very much, as usual. You're always very kind, and we learn a lot every day. I'm not able to join all the time, but whenever I join, really enjoy. And this hunter, pastime is so amazing. It's give lots of faith, and sadhu sangha, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, sadhu sangha, lavamatra sadhu sangha. This shloka, I think it's 54 verse in Madhya Lila, I think, so I'm not quite sure, but it's
Yeah,
so
I
amazing,
think
Prabhuji.
I came across the same verse, Mataji. It was so nice. I'm trying to memorize that as well. So yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
You pointed that out. Yes.
I think so. It is sadhu sangha,
Sadhu
Sarva
Sangha
Shastrikaya Lava
Sarva
Matra Sadhu Sange Sarva
Sarva Siddhi.
Sarva Siddhihaya. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna for reminding. Thank you. Thank you very much. So amazing, Prabhuji. So actually, I love this pastime all the time. And you can give example to everyone also how, anybody like a Chandalas also, very fallen souls can change with the association of such a pure devotee. Amazing, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Haribol. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, and Narad Muni was compassionate. These devotees. Tan socha sochan vidonu soche hare he katayam vimukhana ghena khinoti devo animishastu yesham ayurveda gati smritinam. So Vidura, he is very compassionate to everyone. The tan socha sochan vidonu soche. I am very worried about the people. Even though I am also distressed, I am also to be shown compassion, but still I am very compassionate to other people who are not hearing Krishna Katha. Harehe Katayam Vimukana Ghena. They are not interested to hear Krishna Katha. And he says that everyone's life is being reduced by day, sunrise, sunset. सज्जक्षिणोति अनिमिष्टो येषाम् आयुर्वृदावाद गति स्मृतीनाम् आयुर्वृदावादि gati smritinam. They're forgetting the relationship with the Lord and they are spending all the time unnecessarily for materialistic things. Ayurveda gati smritinam. Narada Muni, compassion. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Ramlala Prabhuji and Sita Sundari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, we learned a lot. Actually, whatever the devotional service and how it comes, actually, devotional service actually it is essential to have devotee associations. And what is the powerful about the devotee association? And anyone's mind can be transformed. So, is devotee association one impact, and non-devotee association also another impact. Yeah, uh, anyone can surrender to Lord, and even illusion condition. Even Arjuna was illusion condition, getting knowledge from Krishna, and he was getting the right track, and he realized whatever you say, I will do that. Here, the illusion condition soul was the hunter. After association with pure devotee, Narada, and then his consciousness coming, a real consciousness is arrived, and he surrendered to pure devotee, and he became liberated. So only devotee association, and there is no excuse for that. Even high birth, low birth, Shudra, even ghost body, Ghatak even he served in Mahabharata, how he served. And any condition. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, is mentioned text Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita 9:32 and 33, I think. It was mentioned even low birth, even Shudra, woman, anyone can do. And next 33, it was mentioned actually. What is the condition? You are the high birth, you are the Kshatriya, you can do. Any Brahman, they can do. They can liberate. The liberation is easier for them. So that's why devotee association, any condition, any even here the archer, he changed the hunter He changed. Even he became as a pure devotee. A pure devotee, even others, even high expectation. For example, Dhruva Maharaj, he was thinking, and at the to to have higher territory bigger than his father. But afterward, after meet with Lord Krishna, Lord Narayan, and at that moment he realized what he was giving, realized himself and blamed himself. Why I came here? Only broken glass. I came here instead of taking the diamond. Diamond is actually Krishna consciousness. So any moment, any time, any condition of the soul. And another example, final example actually, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after meet with even lion, deer, and whatever, they were liberated. And what was the condition? Even they kissed each other, lion and deer. How can you, is it difficult to imagine how it is, how it can be. So they are conditioned, they are actually conditioned souls, and they become liberated after meet with Mahaprabhu. Uh, so that's why what we can get the knowledge, actually not all knowledge, we are the conditioned state, conditioned soul, and we have to think how to meet with the devotee and what is the purpose of meet with devotee, to share something spiritual knowledge, even one word coming from devotee, any condition, any stage, we can learn, but it is great lesson for our life. So that is why we have to pay attention whenever we meet, whenever we have chance to meet with devotee, and we can learn from something. And what is the another thing also mentioned actually? Jake pao, take bolo Krishna upadesh. We have to give advice. We have to share about Krishna Katha, and we have to give advice to uh, about our how to expand the expansion of Krishna Katha, how to do that, and how to increase the mission of, because we have to say only simple word, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. And this is the message. Actually, we have to understand this material world. We are not enjoying whatever our definition. We think we are enjoying our life, but it is not real happiness. Today happiness, tomorrow will be cause of suffering. So that's why we have to remember every condition, every time, and we have to utilize, and we have to look forward. The life after life, we are suffering, and what is the lesson for that? And the lesson is we have to back to home, back to Godhead. Actually, real happiness is there. So that is any devotee whenever they are giving lesson. So whatever we are doing, we are enjoying. Even the just I go back, this whatever hunter he was enjoying, even suffering condition of the animal, and he was enjoying. Can you imagine? But when he becomes a pure devotee, pure consciousness, he realized, oh, what I did. Even Bhakta Haridas Thakur, whatever the, what is the, uh, so she was at the end, after 3 days, after associating with the Bhakta Haridas, and she realized what I was doing, what I was as a part of my game or the conspiracy, but I become purified with pure devotee. And she gave up everything, and and she was a pure devotee. That's why what is the end conclusion is love matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Actually, any condition, any chance, any condition, even any state of life, either whatever the women, lower birth, higher birth, ghost body, anyone can be liberated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very, very beautiful lessons. Thank you so much. So wonderful. Do we have Sita Sundari Mataji at least just to say here Krishna word?
Sorry, because her voice is not good, but thank you, Prabhuji, and also I have to say also whatever you get prayers, it helped. Actually, it was improving a lot, and whatever also another thing also we are always acknowledge all devotees your prayer, and as well as I have to always acknowledge grateful to the Prabhavati Shashi Mataji also always taking care, and she was taking care as a family member. How she was very kind. So even I cannot pay for that actually. How she is nice and very kind and always taking care every aspect everywhere. So any moment whenever I was remembering or I was calling her she arrived. She helped a lot. So actually, I am also whatever all the devotees you have is help for the condition situation. But although this is now is a healing process, so please, is no ending. Hare Krishna. I am passing to.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, all devotees.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So sweet to hear Mataji after a very long time.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So
I
lovely
miss
you are
all of
back.
you, but so grateful for everything, for all of your prayers, and especially Prabhuti Mataji. She is surrounded by Krishna devotees. So I had no consciousness, but I heard that I was telling, uttering Nishingadev, due to only Mataji. And I woke up by the calling of one devotee. She was calling Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. So it was really wonderful. And one thing I realized that by thinking of Nishingadev and by seeing the devotee, I was unconscious when I didn't realize. But when I woke up, really, I didn't feel any like pain or sorrow or nothing. So I think we think that it's very difficult to live in this world, to detach the relationship. So, but I think that no, it is not. So why? Why if I would not repent if I would not come back? So, but it's all is no, everything is on His hand. So that is the thing, my realization, I think, in this state. And when in our material life, when we are in danger, people are in danger, everybody escape. But devotee association is different. When one devotee is in danger or in need, always like they have other devotees. So that is the great achievement of life, human life, and the Krishna conscious devotees, of course. Hare Krishna. Please pray for me so that I can, yes, you did already, but still, so that I can recover myself quickly and come back and join. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So beautiful to hear Mataji. I'm very happy. Again, we are feel again we are reviving again. We feel we have missed you a lot, Mataji. Your kirtans and your association, your reflections to hear. But yes, Mataji, we all always pray for your well-being, Mataji, and may Lord protect you and make you heal very quickly. Get healed, and we'll see you soon, Mataji, in a couple of days' time.
Yes, hopefully, yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a very quick question. As you are so techy, is Vedabis just in English only, or can it be read in another language as well?
Yes, there are a few other languages, Mataji.
How do we get that? Like, how do we bring up? Because if I wanted to read this story in my own language to somebody else, how can I do that?
Not in all Indian languages, very just like Germany or Poland, something.
Oh, okay. No. I was thinking more like our own. Okay, fair enough.
But if you wanted, just we need to copy it into ChatGPT.
Into ChatGPT, yes. I'll do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, even other language, are you sure that it is coming out, for example, French is one of the famous French or German language. Is it coming? Is it it will do, we can do that?
So we can copy all the Bhagavatam, a set of passages or slokas into ChatGPT and ask translate it as it is. Then it will should translate it English into Bengali, English into all languages of the world.
Okay, that can be, that is another process. But we cannot find in the Vedafest, they have no, no, but we have to do from our way to make translation.
So for example, in here, if we see this one, other languages, so the settings, English is here. We got the Czech, Danish, German, English,
Spanish.
and Portuguese, Russian are there. But
Yeah. Okay.
there is no Indian languages yet available.
Even Dutch also not coming, German, Dutch.
Yeah, possibly they are in the construction.
Okay, all right. Dutch or France, yeah, French, Netherlands, yeah. All right.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so we are nearly at 21:55. Can I request Gaurangi Mataji to lead Narsima prayers? We all follow behind you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sure, Prabhuji. Okay. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatotam Narsingam Visanam Bhadram Mrityum Namameham Sri Narsimha Jai Narsimha Jai Narsimha Praladadisa Jai Padma Mukha Padma Vringa Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste
Narasimha.
Narasimhaya
Praladadadaine
Praladadadayini
Hiranyakashipurvachahai
Hiranyakashipu
Nilatanka Nakalae
Shiratanka
Nangalaye
तो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह
इथो नरसिंह
नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह
यथो
यतो यामि
यामि
ततो
ततो
नरसिंह
नरसिंह
बाहेर नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह
बाहे नरसिंह
नरसिंह
हृदय
हृदये
नरसिंह
नरसिंह
बाहेर नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह
बाहे नरसिंह
हृदये
नरसिंह
नरसिंह
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं
शरणं
प्रपद्ये
प्रपते
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं
शरणं
प्रपद्ये
तव करकमलभरे नखम् अद्भुतसिंगां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपोर्तनुवृङ्गा केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तारकमले
नखम् अद्भुत शृङ्गां
ललिता
हिरण्यकशिपु भृङ्गा
केशवधीता नरहरिरूपा
नरहरिरूपा
जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश
जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवप्रीता
प्रीता
नरहरिरूपा
नरहरिरूपा
जय
जय
जगदीश
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 हरे
हरे
जय
जय
जगदीश
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 हरे
हरे
जय
जय
जगदीश
जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज जय
प्रहलाद
प्रहलाद महाराज
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह
जय
लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी
लक्ष्मी
नरसिंह
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय
प्रभुपाद
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 जय
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 जय प्रभुपाद
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev,
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya
Jaya Gurudev.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari
Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol, Hari
Nitai
Gaura
Gaura
Hari Bol.
Bol.
तुलसी विघ्न विनाशकारी नृसिंहदेव भगवान की
Jai,
Jai.
भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की
Jai,
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की
Jai,
जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी
Hari
Hari
हरि
Bol.
बोल हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So beautiful. Thank you.
थैंक यू माता जी हरि बोल
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. And thank you so much, all dear devotees, for kindly joining and giving your valuable association. Okay, so I'm happy we shall conclude our session for tonight.
Can we say 3 Hari Bols to Prabhuji?
यस माता जी हरि
Hari
बोल
Bol,
हरि
Hari
बोल
Bol, Hari
हरि
Bol.
बोल
Hare
Thank you,
Bol.
Prabhuji. Thank you so
थैंक यू
much.
बोलो जी हरि बोल
Thank you, Prabhuji, in lovely class.
Om Chakalpatarubhya.
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितां
Tanam Pavni,
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Anandkoti
Nanda Guru
Vaishnava.
Vaishnava ki.
Jai.
जय
Srila
Srila
Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
जय
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Hare Krishna.